Well, China is hitting back on President Trump's tariffs, and the back and forth between the world's two largest economies could put the American consumer in the middle. Karen Kaifa is in Washington now with what consumers need to know today. Hey, Karen.
Hi there, Courtney. There is a lot to sort through and a lot to keep up with because the true impact of these tariffs won't truly be felt until retailers and businesses start to deplete their warehouses.
The day after Mexico and Canada negotiated respective 30-day pauses on President Donald Trump's proposed 25% tariffs on their goods coming into the U.S.
We've found a good, I think, accommodation here, and we're going to be showing progress over the next 30 days.
Trump's 10% tariff on all goods coming to the U.S. from China took effect after midnight on Tuesday, and Beijing pushed back with tariffs on some U.S. energy and metals imports. The moves elevating trade tensions between the world's two largest economies, and eventually the American consumer could get caught in the middle.
I think it's a lose-lose. It's just a question of how big the loss. It raises prices, raises inflation, and of course, we've been through a very wrenching period globally with high inflation. It's been a real problem.
Among items that could see higher prices, consumer electronics like phones, TVs, and computers, toys, jewelry, silverware, and sporting equipment, and shoes and sneakers imported in large numbers from China. The real impact will be felt once businesses deplete their current warehouse stock and need to bring in more, unless the U.S. and China strike a deal soon. Democrats note the tariffs don't align with the economic relief Trump promised in his 2024 campaign.
Tariffs will undoubtedly drive up costs. You shared some of those numbers earlier, and people are living paycheck to paycheck. This is the opposite of what Trump ran on and what the American people want.
Yesterday, the White House said that President Trump planned to speak with Chinese President Xi Jinping as early as today. That did not happen, and Trump was just in the Oval Office speaking with reporters as he signed executive orders. He said that he's in no rush to speak with President Xi and that the conversation will happen at the appropriate time. Courtney?
Thanks, Karen. And let's talk about consumer electronics. Should consumers be stocking up now?
Conversation that mitigates the impact of these tariffs, but smartphones, laptops, other electronic devices could get pricier if these tariffs in fact stay in effect. When companies import these goods and the components to make these goods, they have to pay that extra amount somehow, and that is typically passed along to the consumer. China is a big exporter of consumer electronics, which were previously exempt from U.S. tariffs, but that's not the case with this round. A report from the Consumer Technology Association in January found that tariffs could take a hit to the American consumer purchasing power between $90 billion and $143 billion. So it's not going to happen right away. You'll have to wait again until businesses and retailers run out of their current supply and have to import more goods. That's when the effect of that tariff will take effect, Courtney.
All right, thanks, Karen, for setting the record straight.